Good morning, everyone. Whoops. Little late getting started this morning. Sorry, my computer was making a live update and wouldn't let me continue without um, without letting it finish. So I'm happy to see you all here. There we go. All right. Thank you all for being here with me this morning. I have a pretty easygoing practice planned for us because I actually have a sore foot. And so this is going to be a practice where I give you lots of options. You can make some choices for yourself. Definitely, I'm going to be modifying to keep weight off my feet as much as possible. And I also woke up with a bit of a headache. So I want to start in child's pose. Knees wide, big toes together or towards one another. You can come as wide as you like with your knees. So maybe your knees are right off the mat, or maybe they're coming towards the width of the mat. Walking hands forward. You can bring your forehead down to the mat, or maybe a block. Just reach hands. Spread the fingers wide. And take a few breaths here. And the reason I like to be in child's pose at the beginning of practice is so that I can rock my forehead from side to side, right to left. It helps, just gives a little massage to the brow bone. Helps it to relax. I find it helps relieve my headaches when I have them. Just taking a couple more breaths here. Preparing to begin practice. Or preparing to begin movement. The breath is the practice. And on an inhale, let's come up to a tabletop pose. A couple of cat-cows here. Inhale to drop the belly. Bring the chest forward. Roll the shoulder blades towards one another. And then as you exhale, round the spine, tuck your chin. A couple more times. Just moving between these two poses. Find a neutral pose. And let's with a nice long spine. And let's look over your right shoulder and sweep your hips to the right so that you can maybe just see your hips, your right hip over your right shoulder. Like if I was looking at you from above, your spine would look like a C. And you can take a big breath into that left rib side, rib cage, just big breath there. And then maybe try the other side. Left hips sweep to the left, looking for that left hip over the left shoulder. I find this side is always a little bit more of a stretch for me. Big breath into the right side rib cage. And then we can move back and forth between these a couple of times. Look to the right, hips to the right. Inhale. Exhale through center. And inhale to the left. Coming back through center and exhaling. Inhale to the right. Exhale to center. Inhale to the left. One more time. Exhale to center. And inhale to the right. Of course, you can be doing these at your own pace. Exhale to center and inhale to the left. Back to center. Let's do some spinal twists. So keep your left hand planted, lift the right hand, turn the chest to the right. Big stretch out. And then as you exhale, the right hand's going to dive down under your left arm. Reach, reach, reach to the left. Really turning just around your navel. And then inhale to come back up. Do it 2 more times. Exhale to twist. Inhale to lift. Now this time when you come down into your twist, you're going to stay down. Settle your right shoulder, your right ear. Left hand can stay where it is or maybe reach towards the front of the mat. Take a full cycle of breath here. And then let's come back to center. And we'll go the other way. The left hand can lift. Exhale, left hand dives underneath the right arm. Stretch and reach. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, big reach up. We're twisting just around the space around your navel. Now this time as we come, reach your left hand over to the right, settle the left shoulder down, the left ear down. Level the hips. And right hand can stay on the mat in front of your face, or you can reach towards the front of the mat. So we're getting a nice shoulder stretch at the same time as twisting the spine. Make your way back to your tabletop pose. Now here's choices. You can make your way to a down dog now, or if you're like me and you don't feel like stretching and stressing your feet, stay on your knees and take a melting heart. Sometimes it's called quarter dog. Just reach the hands forward. Just let the chest sink down. If you're a down dog, curl over the toes and just stretch out the whole back of your body. Choices here. If you've been in quarter dog, if you're down on your knees, come back to table. And let's either way, 3-legged table or dog. Just stretch the right leg up and back. You can bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale to extend. And then as you exhale, bring your right foot outside your right hand. So you're in a lunge. Maybe you have your left knee down or up. It's up to you. Right foot's outside the right hand. And we'll take an easy twist. Left hand plants, the right hand lifts. Back into the same twisting motion. Right hand can reach up. Maybe let the back of your hand get heavy and fall back behind you. Turning your chest a little bit towards the ceiling. And when you're ready, the right hand can come down inside the right foot. And let's slide the hips back into a hamstring stretch. Still have your left knee up or down. If you're up, it's a triangle pose. Your left heel can be reaching towards the back of the mat. Rounding down over the right leg wherever you are. If you're down on your knee, you can come back and all the way back and sit on your left heel, or you can stay up a little bit higher. You can either way. You can roll that right heel forward. Try and make yourself a little bit more, bringing the sensation to a place where it feels good for you. And then when you are ready, let's come back to our lunge. Now you can take your left hand off of the mat. So it's a little bit wide. your right hand onto your right knee. Might need to lift up the left knee here, if it's not up already. I want you to swing it all the way through and sit down. Here we are. Let your right foot come inside the left leg. The right knee hangs heavy. Take an easy twist. Left hand to the right knee. Right hand's behind. Rolling the right shoulder back. You can turn this into a side stretch. Bring the right hand up and over, reaching it over your left leg. Your left shoulder is dipping down towards your left leg, but keep pressing the right hip down. Coming back up. Unwind from the twist. Plant your right foot on the mat so that it's about hip distance from your inner left leg. Remember, that's about 2 fists. Plant your left hand again, just off the mat. Take 2 peace fingers and bring them around your left big toe. Now, maybe you need to bend your knee to make that happen. That's absolutely fine. From here, you're going to press into your right foot, your left hand, and lift that whole left leg up off of the mat. And down. Bring your left foot to the mat. So both knees are bent, soles of the feet on the mat at about the width of the mat. And we're going to just let the knees drop to the right. Now you have some choices of what you can do with your hands here. They can stay on the mat next to your hips or just behind your hips. You could bring them to your heart, if you like, or your hips to get the hands up off the mat. And I have one more option. So you just bring the knees up and over to the left. And then up and over to the right. Hands on the mat, hands at the heart. Last final option, I'm going to need to move a little bit so I don't wind up down the stairs. So we let the knees fall to the right and lift the hips. You can use your hands on the mat or at your heart. Knees fall to the left. You come to stand on your knees. I've got stairs here. I don't want to fall down the stairs. But this is the action. You can come back and forth between these two as many times as you like. Take your time. Don't let me or anybody else hurry you. Whoops. Well, that was bound to happen. Nice thing about practicing outside. I'm going to do left side one last time. And then I want to come back to having it sitting, right foot on the mat, right knee high, left hand planted just off the mat, right hand to your right knee. This time we're going to lift the hips and scooch your left foot all the way back to the back of the mat into your lunge with the left knee up or down. From here, I want to come to stand at the front of the mat and dangle. You can hold opposite elbows or hold your head, let your hands hang heavy. Soften your knees. And let's lift up to stand. Hands up, look up. Hands to your heart. Inhale, hands down, around, and up. Right hand to the right hip, left hand's up and over. Inhale up. And exhale over the other way. And this moment, standing at the front of the mat, is a nice chance to practice a foot balance. I'll do the one side. Let's take a simple tree. You can bring your left knee forward, out, and then apply your left foot somewhere along the inside of your right leg. Hands can be at your hips, your heart, up to the ceiling. Take 2 more breaths. And then hands back down, left knee forward, and then left foot down next to the right. So now you can do the other side. For me, the other side is on that sore foot I was talking about. So I'm going to try it on my knees. I don't know how successful I'm going to be, but I want my right knee forward, whether you're standing or kneeling. Your right knee out, and then take that right foot and bring it inside the left knee. Okay, I got my toes on that. This is actually hard. Might be easier for me if I could curl my left toes under. I don't know. Hands at the heart, hands at the hips, hands reaching above. 2 more breaths. The right knee forward, hands to your heart. And then the right knee or the right foot back down onto the mat. You can come to a forward fold. And then step back to a high plank pose on your toes or on your knees. Inhale, shoulders come forward. And exhale, lower to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. 2 more times, lift and lower. And lift and lower. Inhale to table or plank. And exhale to down dog or your quarter dog or half dog. I'm not even sure. Melting heart is what I usually call it. But it's definitely a down dog variation. Make your way back to table or maybe stand down dog. Inhale, the left heel lifts. 3-legged dog or 3-legged table. Bend the knee, open the hip. Take a big breath here. Inhale, left heel extends. And as you exhale, left foot comes forward between the hands. Sink down into your left or into your hips. You can let your shoulders roll back, your chest come forward. Make it feel good. And of course, on this side, I can demo. You can have your right knee up or down. When you're ready, hamstring stretch. So if your knee is up, it's going to look like this. Something like that. And if your knee is down, you're going to be rolling back into a shape that looks more like this. And so do whatever feels best for you. I'm just going to stick with the knee down since that's what I've been doing. On the other side. Let's come back to your lunge. One easy twist, left hand lifts. Remember your right knee is up or down, that's your option. And then the left hand can come down to your left knee. Right hand is going to plant, give yourself a little space, come off the edge of the mat. Press into the right hand, the left foot, and sweep your right foot forward towards the front of the mat. So we get there and let your left knee drop out to the side, foot to the inside of your right leg. And twist. An easy twist. It's like one of my favorite poses. One of my favorite poses to do in the morning. Nice big stretch over, left hand comes up and over. Coming back up. Bring your left knee high. Right hand can come off the mat. Peace fingers wrap around your right big toe. Now you're going to press into your left foot and your right hand and see if you can just lift the whole back of your right leg up off the mat. And lower. Bend into your right knee, and we'll do those knee sweeps again. Again, choices, hands behind you, hands at your heart, coming up onto your knees or not. But I do it like an inhale up, exhale down, inhale over. You find your breath, let your breath create the pace that you're going to move at while you make those choices about what exactly you're going to do with your body based on how you're feeling and what feels good. Okay, last time for me. Come back to center. Right leg's extended. Left foot is about hip height, hip distance from your right leg. Left hand to the right knee, to the left knee. Right hand behind, and we're gonna lift the hips and send the right foot back to your lunge or kneeling lunge. So to your runner's lunge. Lift and then scooch it back. Bring that right hand in, right knee in. From here, let's step the right foot forward to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Soften the knees, come all the way up to stand. Big stretch up. Now, if you want to take another quick foot balance while you're here, you can go ahead. Maybe a standing figure 4 or just a standing staff, bringing your knee or your foot straight out from the hips. You're welcome to do that. I'm not there yet with my sore foot. And then when you're done, we're going to come all the way down onto our backs. I'm going to do that coming through a low yogi squat. To my seat, to boat, finding my way down onto the back, knees into the chest. Let's take a quick reclined figure 4. So the left hand will plant, left foot plant, right ankle to the left knee. You can stay here, just like this, or you can start to stretch out a little bit more. Bring your left knee into your chest, maybe hold on to the calf or the shin. And bring your left foot up towards the ceiling and use a strap or your hand to hold on to it. While you use your right hand to press the right knee in. I like this version. It's bothering my toes there. And when you're ready, you can switch sides. Left ankle to the right knee, taking any variation that you like. Let's unwind from this. And the last few moments of practice, you can take any pose that feels good for you. If there's a final shape or stretch you want to take a few moments to do that. And when you feel like practice is complete for you, you can make your way into Savasana pose. Now, when you're ready to begin moving again, and by all means, stay here in Savasana for as long as you like. I was actually kind of getting a little lost in it myself. You can start to move, start to wiggle and stretch, lengthen and deepen your breath. Move around any way that feels good. Just starts to move some energy around your body again. So you might be have your knees into your chest, rolling around like a little ball, or maybe you're doing a big good morning arms overhead stretch, or maybe a twist. Anything that's going to feel really good. And just start to get that energy moving around your body again. From here, bring your knees into your chest and make your way up to a comfortable seat. One big breath in with the stretch out. As you exhale, thumbs to the third eye and hinge forward. Namaste. Thanks for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice, even though it was a little bit different from our usual. If you have any ideas of practices you'd like me to create for you, please send me a note. Let me know in the comments. Send me a note. Let me know how you like the practice. And I hope you have a great weekend and a great week ahead. And we'll see you next Friday. Oh.